Yo, my people, today is day 40 of 75 hard. Today is also Saturday. I'm recording this on Saturday. I haven't actually gone out yet, I'll be honest. But I'm recording this video and I'm gonna put clips in the video once I'm editing it of me going out and me maybe eating or drinking or whatever. Today's the 1st of June and I will be done by the end of June. Since I've only got 30 more days left, I thought I was going to be done halfway, but turns out I'm not. Anyways, in this video, I want to talk about how I stopped being like this really shy, insecure, socially awkward person to... I'm not going to say, I'm the most confident person, but I'm not in an arrogant way, but I'll just say like definitely made a good amount of change in myself to actually, have a good conversation, how to hold conversation, how to carry myself properly, and not feel like an insecure weirdo who panics every time he's encountered with another human being. So when I was at school, typically when most people are, insecure, or when most people were, shy, nervous, anxious, usually they'll say, they was at school and then they spoke to girls and then they went gym and now they're, this confident person, they can talk to anyone and whatever. I'm not gonna sit here and say, how to, speak to girls, or I spoke to so many girls that improved my confidence. I got heartbroken, that improved my confidence. Now I'm like, bulletproof. Like, that's not what I'm gonna sit and talk about. I went through my whole secondary school barely talking to anyone, let alone girls, bro. I literally spoke to like my small little group, my little friendship group. There was about 5 or 10 of us. And even some of those people in that group, like I was still uncomfortable with, just not because of them, just like me being just like awkward and just overthinking everything, right? I didn't want certain people to see a side of me, so I kept it very, very close. That was my thing. Like if I let you in, I trust you, and I think that you're a good person, and I think we're gonna banter on and get along with each other. But if I felt like you're a bit of an asshole, if I felt like you just kind of just run your mouth, or you just kind of just like just not trustworthy, then you're not really gonna get the proper me. You're just gonna get like the replying me. I'm just gonna reply to what you say, like, yeah, bro, that's cool, bro. Like, you're not really gonna like see that weird side of me, like the side of me that, like, when I was on PlayStation, like I was weird, bro. Like, I was the funniest kid. Don't get me wrong, like I was funny in it, but I was weird. You're not gonna get that side of me if I don't know you, or if I haven't known you for at least like a good couple of weeks. And like, if I just can't trust you, or if I just don't know what type of person you are, like I was very good at like, sussing people out. And there was a lot of people who like I never really let see my, like my funny side or my real goofy side. And a part of that was not because, I was just really like, like really, analytic person. It was just more of just me being shy. Like, but I was uncomfortable being really goofy, then I wouldn't do it. And usually it would be because of how people acted, didn't it? Of course, like that doesn't mean, I acted perfectly. I could have just come out my comfort zone in front of everyone, because there was loads of people who could do that, but I wasn't one of those. So it took me a lot more to come out my comfort zone. So when I was in school, nervous. I remember having the popular group in my year, nervous. I remember in classes when I had to sit next to some of them, nervous. If the teacher talked to me, my face is going red. All the time, my face went bright red like a flipping tomato. It was so bad. I literally couldn't even control it. And it was like, it sometimes got to the point where I know it's red and I can't do nothing about it. Like, I've just accepted it. It's like I've accepted fate. That's how it felt. And pretty much my whole time in school, that's what it was like. Only my small inner circle knew what I was really like funny, weird, whatever. Like, that was my true side, especially when I was at home. Like, I was always like that. But as soon as I was like, outside, as soon as, I'm around people who I can't really, get that funny self out of me in front of certain people, it wasn't coming out. I wouldn't even force it. It's just not gonna happen. If anything, if I do try to force it, it's just gonna look stupid. I'm gonna get taken the piss out of. So I didn't even bother. But like I said, like, it was very easy for me to get embarrassed, and like very easy for my face to go red. And when someone says to you, "Oh, you're going red. Why is your face so red?" Like, it just makes it worse, bro. Like, it doesn't help you. So like, when people would say that, I'm just like, it just gets even worse. Or like, I'll just have to look down or look away. So many times in school that happened. Like, I just couldn't help it. A part of this journey is about going gym, but it's not gonna be the life change. It's not gonna be the changing point of my whole, like, person. Going to the gym helped me be more confident in my body. But going to the gym doesn't teach you how to communicate with people, how to have a correct posture, how to make eye contact, how to feel comfortable, how to feel confident. Gym doesn't teach you that. Gym makes you feel confident in your body to an extent. Even times people go gym and they feel even more insecure because they feel like they should be in a better physical position, like they should be bigger or they should be leaner, whatever the case is. But naturally, as a whole, most people feel more confident when they train for a long amount of time because you know you're putting work into making yourself look better. But like I said, you don't get communication skills, you don't get eye contact, you don't get confidence from that. You don't remove social anxiety from that. You're still going to be the same person. Your heart is still going to stay the same. Your mind is still going to stay the same around certain people, bro. So I'm not going to sit here and say, gym is the turning point. As soon as you, do some bicep curls, as soon as you start doing chest press, you're going to be so much more confident. You can make so much more, eye contact with other people, move to girls. Like, I'm not going to sit here and say that. Going gym is one aspect of creating a better, confident version of yourself. It's like one slice of the whole pizza. It's a great starter, but don't think going gym is just going to make you more confident and insecure, because you might go gym and you might do your bicep curls, or you might do your leg press, you might do your lat pull downs, and then realize someone else next to you looks bigger than you and now you're insecure again. So gym can it's such a small slice of the whole pizza, and you shouldn't rely on the gym to make you feel more comfortable or more confident. I did back in school when I started out. I thought gym was going to be, the turning point. It's going to be this magical moment where I'm going to be so much more respected. I'm going to have so much more confidence. I'm going to talk to anyone I wanted to. No one can ever make me feel awkward. I can laugh around anyone. I thought gym was going to make me do that. I was in the gym. I've been in the gym for 6 years. The gym did not do any of that for me. Like I said, the gym was a great starting point. It made you feel comfortable in your body. It gives you confidence in a way of I'm proud of myself. You can say that you've achieved something. You've made a difference. You've done a healthy and a positive change. That's what the gym does to you. Now, depending what kind of person you are, you can go to the gym and someone might ask you how many more sets you got left. Oh, you look good. What kind of workouts do you do? Now they're asking you. Now that's your chance. That's your opportunity to, cough up a good sentence or two, or string a couple sentences or two. And you'll probably mess it up if you're really insecure or you're really nervous around people. You probably will mess it up. But with enough practice, or people, saying, oh, how good you look, because you're training, you're trying to make a change, you're trying to be more confident overall, enough people will come up to you and say you look great, or like, what's your workout, what food do you eat? And with enough practice, you'll get better at it. So in that sense, the gym is good. But not everyone gets that opportunity where everyone, like, people wants to have conversations with you. Always guaranteed. A gym is a social place, but half the time, a lot of people just want to go in there, work out and leave. They don't really care for, talking. If they ask someone, oh, how do you work out? It's probably because it's probably because they initially asked before that, how many more sets you got? So they're just trying to, just be friendly. They're just trying to make a friend or two in the gym, just someone that they can nod their head at. So what I'm saying is the gym won't make you confident overall, but it will make you confident in yourself. And if enough people you approach in the gym, or if enough people approach you in the gym, that will help your social skills. So in a way, it does help, but you need the people factor. You don't need the people factor in the gym alone. You can do it elsewhere, but naturally you probably feel more comfortable if it's in the gym, because that's how I did it. I started off in the gym. People would ask me, how many more sets you got, and I might strike a conversation. How many more sets? How many sets do you want to do? What's your PB? What are you training? Are you going to do triceps with that? Are you going to do biceps with that? This is a skill that I picked up, and with that same skill, I interpreted it outside the gym. I can now ask other people this. When people would talk to you, or when you want to talk to people, which you should be, if you know you're insecure, or you're not comfortable, you're this really shy kid, and you want to no longer be like that, you have an image in your head of how you want to be, or there's someone who you look up to and you want to be like that, you have to start being uncomfortable, and it's not a nice feeling. In the moment of being uncomfortable, you literally just want to cry, or you just want to go home, or you just want to just pretend it's never happened. Initially, being uncomfortable, it's just like, why am I doing this? Like, you've got thoughts in your head just talking you out of it. There's a difference between being uncomfortable and acting like you're uncomfortable. Because you're uncomfortable, it doesn't mean you have to act like it. You can approach someone, or someone can approach you Even though you're shy or you're anxious, whatever about it, you can still pretend you're comfortable. You can still pretend you're confident. Just because you're uncomfortable doesn't mean you need to show people that you're uncomfortable. Because if people see that you're uncomfortable, they will see it. They will sense it. They can tell with your body language, with your eyesight, with your eye contact. People will tell that you're not comfortable. People will tell that you're not confident. But you can still be uncomfortable and act confident. It's more than doable. You've got to tell yourself that you're confident. You've got to believe the lie until that the lie is now true. And that's with everything. That could be at school, that can be in college, university, work, gym. You have to believe the lie that you're telling yourself, I'm confident, I can talk to anyone, I can approach anyone, I can have eye contact with anyone. Like you have to come across with this presence where you might inside you feel like, I'm not comfortable or I'm not confident, but you have to act like it. You don't want to make the eye contact, but you're going to force yourself to do it. You don't want to have your chest up because you might seem a bit arrogant, but that's not the case. You're not trying to seem arrogant, you're just trying to seem confident. You don't want to do it, but you're going to force yourself to do it. I'll never say to anyone, be arrogant, pretend people are below you. No one is below anyone. Being arrogant is when you're talking down on someone. Being confident isn't talking down on someone. There's the very big difference between arrogant and confidence. You're trying to be confident, not arrogant, because arrogant turns people into idiots. It turns people into not being likable. You want to be confident and likable, not confident and an asshole. It's like a manifestation kind of period where you're not confident inside you, deep down you're not, but you're going to force yourself to be confident, to be comfortable, and believe that lie that you're teaching yourself. And if you do that for long enough, people won't even see that you're uncomfortable. People will tell that you can hold a conversation. People can tell that you can hold good eye contact. And again, that's something that helped me in being more a confident person. Even when I couldn't talk in front of a camera, I had to just keep doing it more and more and more. I remember the first video that I recorded, I couldn't even talk. I didn't even want to say anything. I just pressed record and I just looked at myself. I thought, if I say anything, I'm going to cringe myself out. But it's just being uncomfortable. It's just telling yourself that you are comfortable, that you are confident, even though you don't feel like you are, and just believing that lie until one day you don't even have to believe that lie because the lie is now a reality. That's what helped me a lot. That was probably the big slice of the whole pizza for me. Just manifestation, having an image in my head and chasing that image until the image became a reality. Yes, having a better physique helps, but the better physique only helped a little bit. There's some people who go gym who look great, but they can't talk. They don't know how to socialize. They're just like, they can be very awkward. And I don't blame them because I can understand that, because all they do is just train and go home or maybe go work in school and don't talk to anyone. But with that problem is you look great, but then you want to communicate with them, see, oh, how do you get that physique, or what do you eat? How much protein do you eat? But it's like, they don't know how to communicate back, or maybe they do, but you can kind of tell that they're uncomfortable because they don't practice their social skills. They maybe don't approach as much people as they should be doing. They don't, go to many social events. They don't hang around with enough people. They don't hang around with people that make them uncomfortable. So now that they are comfortable, a lot of people like to be comfortable, and with comfort there is no growth. If you want to make growth, if you see an image in your head that you're manifesting, you have to start being uncomfortable. It's all that simple. And it's very simple, but doing it can be very hard. That's why not a lot of people can simply do it. Last tip that really helped me was simply just don't put people on pedestals. Don't believe people are higher than you. Maybe that they've achieved more than you. Maybe they earn more money than you. Maybe they just simply work harder than you. That doesn't mean that they're on a pedestal. That person is no different to you. That person might just be in a better position than you are because they just might be more hungry than you are. They might just be more addicted than you are. But it doesn't mean that they're a better person than you. They might just see the reward more than you are. As soon as you put people on a pedestal, that's you believing that you're not going to be on their level. That's you believing that you're always going to be below them. So naturally, if you do that, of course you're going to feel weird around them. Of course you're not going to be able to be confident around them. Of course you're just going to let them just pick on you. You have to image everyone as the same as you. It's a level playing field. Now with your parents or with family, it's different. But people outside your family, people who you want to be more confident around, you can't put people on pedestals, especially in school. It's very easy. When someone's picking on you, you instantly think, this person's better than you, they're on a pedestal. But that's the wrong way to go around it. As soon as people are put higher than you in your head, you're never going to be able to show them what kind of person that you are. I'm not saying, be an arsehole or be aggressive towards them, but you're just never going to be able to stand up for yourself. And you can take this for when you get heartbroken. You can take this for when someone's, really picking on you. As soon as you put that person higher than you are, you're always going to believe that you can't amount to as much as they are. You always believe that you can't be better than them in certain aspects. You're going to have a good time communicating with that person. You're not going to have a good time having a conversation with that person. You're going to stutter. You're going to fail with your eye contact. You're not going to have a good posture. Because in your head, you're thinking, this person's better than me. I don't know why I'm trying, to be honest. You have to image people the same as you. Take that in mind, take that into consideration. Next time you try to have a conversation with someone who you know makes you uncomfortable, feel confident in yourself and don't put people higher than you. So I hope this video helps, and I'll see you guys in the next video.